This is 1 Timothy 6:6. It says, but godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. And having food and raiment, let us therewith be content. Right? So godliness with being content with the wisdom, right, imparted from above it's a great gain. Because we understand we can't take nothing. We were naked out of my womb I became, and naked in the womb shall I return. Right? Words of Job, roughly paraphrasing. We can't take none of this material shit with us. Right? Our use of money is a test of lordship of the Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai, because it really doesn't belong to us. It belongs to the Most High. All these things that we acquire are gifts. Everything we lose, it's all gifts, man. We got to use our resources wisely, because this money can be used for good or evil, right? We want to use our intent once we want to use it for good. Money is a defense. Ecclesiastes 7 we just read. Wisdom is a defense. It's a tool, right? We could use money to help people find the Lord. All right? Putting that spiritual coin into our spiritual bank accounts. This is all an investment, right? We're not getting paid next week or bi-weekly with this. If we endure unto the end, that's the pay. Lord willing, we are that number. Right? This earthly investment is going to bring an eternal benefit, man. Let's keep going. It's 1 Timothy 6:7 again. For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content. But they that will be rich, Salakia, but they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. All right, like that unjust steward. Right? The love of money is the root of all evil, not money itself. For the love of money, verse 10, is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. It's not worth it, man. Right? The price that it comes with it's not worth it. You want to bear with me. Like it's like most people still believe money brings happiness, man. We're already happy. These material things, people only add or subtract to it. But the rich, they're insatiable. Right? They're greedy. They can't get enough. Like it's an endless cycle for them that only ends in destruction and in ruin. This is Proverbs 30:7. 2 things have I required of thee. Deny me them not before I die. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me, lest I be full and deny thee and say, who is the Lord? Or lest I be poor and steal and take the name of my power in vain. Right? It's a balance. Let me grab what is that? Sirach 40. Salakia. Sirach 40:18. To labor and to be content with that a man hath is a sweet life, but he that findeth a treasure is above them both. What's that treasure? Wisdom. Only wisdom is going to teach you, a laborious man, right? That when you laboring, you're going to be content with what you have, man. Give me poverty nor riches, right? What else did Paul say? It's another, Salaki, let me get that Philippians. I know I'm all over the place, Salaki. This is Philippians 4:11. Not that I speak in respect of want, for I have learned that in whatsoever state I am, therewith to be content. I know both how to be abased and I know how to abound. And everywhere and in all things I am instructed both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need. I can do all things through Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai, which strengtheneth me. Right? And that's heavy. That's heavy duty. I'm having some connection issues here, Salaki. Bear with me. Okay. Honestly, from there, let me jump to Luke 19. Go into this parable of the talents so we could close out. It's Luke 19. And we can start, let me see. It's Luke 19:11. And as they heard these things, he added and spake a parable because he was close, he was nigh to Jerusalem, and because they thought that the kingdom of Yahweh, the Most High, should immediately appear. And he said, therefore, a certain nobleman went into a far country to receive for himself a kingdom and to return. And he called his 10 servants and delivered them 10 pounds and said unto them, occupy until I come. But his citizens hated him and sent a message after him saying, we will not have this man to reign over us. All right, let's remember verse 14. All right, these servants was given talents. Let's see what they do with them. Right, verse 15, and it came to pass that when he was returned, having received the kingdom, then he commanded these things, Salakia, he commanded these servants to be called unto him, to whom he had given the money, that he might know how much every man had gained by trading. Then came the first, saying, Lord, thy pound hath gained 10 pounds. And he said unto him, well, thou good servant, because thou hast been faithful in a very little, thou shalt have authority over 10 cities. Verse 18, then the second came, saying, Lord, thy pound hath gained 5 pounds. And he said likewise to him, be thou also over 5 cities. And another came, saying, Lord, behold, here is thy pound, which I have kept laid up in a napkin, for I feared thee, because thou art an austere man. Thou takest up that thou layest not down, and reapest that thou didst not sow. And he said unto him, out of thine own mouth will I judge thee, thou wicked servant. It says, thou knewest that I was an austere man, taking up that I laid not down, and reaping that I did not sow. Wherefore then thou gavest not thou my money into the bank, that at my coming I might require mine own with usury. And he said unto them that stood by, take him from the pound. Take from him the pound, and give it to him that have 10 pounds. And they said unto him, Lord, he hath 10 pounds. For I say unto you, that unto everyone which hath shall be given, and from him that hath not, and from him that hath not, even that he hath shall be taken away from him. Right? And let's go up to verse 14 again. But his citizens hated him and sent him a message, and sent a message after him, saying, we will not have this man reign over us. But guess what he said? Verse 27, Yahweh Shai's words, but those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. Right? So you can liken this servant, the one that put his talent in the napkin, is likened to that unjust servant, that unjust steward in Luke 16. Right? He didn't understand the value of what he had. The Lord give us wisdom. We're supposed to increase in that wisdom. We're supposed to seek whatever the little Lord gives us. And that was the lesson. That was the lesson there. Hold on. I don't want to misquote it. Let's go back to Luke 16. Luke 16:10. He that is faithful in that which is least is faithful also in much. And he that is unjust in the least is unjust also in much. Right? If therefore ye have not been faithful in the unrighteous mammon, who will commit to your trust the true riches? And if ye have not been faithful in that which is another man's, who shall give you that which is your own? Right? So the little that he had was taken away because he didn't do right with it. So why was Yahweh Shai so hard on that servant that didn't increase in his talents or his money? He didn't flip it. He didn't invest. He wasn't invested in the kingdom. He feared him because he was an austere man. It was an excuse. He didn't share the same interest in the kingdom as the other servants in Yahweh Shai did. He didn't trust in the master's intentions. His only concern was for himself, right? He did nothing to use the money. So it's like the Lord gives us these gifts to benefit the body for the kingdom. Not only us, but to benefit the body. This is how the kingdom, this is how you got to liken. We're literally, Lord willing, we bear that number. We are ushering in the kingdom. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Yahweh Shai. By feeding the body, man. Nourishing the body with this milk and this meat. Right? Inspiring the body, right? The hopeful elect with this good report. Hey, so with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Baharachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who teach and rule well, and peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. Keep enduring, Akim, Kwam Yasharallah, and the Baba Boss.